What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today I have a video I am very excited to be sharing with you guys. It is about a new fighter that I just recently discovered and why I think they are a huge buying opportunity. So let's jump right into it. If you watched my last video on why color blasts are my favorite insert and a great place to park some funds during the current sort of investment or the collectible card slowdown, which you can check that video out right here. I mentioned and kind of teased this video with a new fighter that I really enjoyed. So if you're like me, you might watch the Joe Rogan Experience. Recently, I have had a newfound infatuation with John Danaher and the Danaher Death Squad. I absolutely love listening. John was on the Lex Friedman podcast. If you're a MMA or a grappling fan, I absolutely recommend you listen to these. It's absolutely a genius man that has completely revolutionized the sport along with his team, which has the most badass name in the Danaher Death Squad. Just really interesting. But so today I clicked on the podcast with Craig Jones, who is a member of the Danaher Death Squad, who was with Alex Volkanovski, who was an MMA fighter. So I listened to the podcast. I like doing that. And then afterwards, I like to go check out the card market. So Alex Volkanovski, we're just going to call him Alex for the rest of this video so I don't keep stumbling over that. He is a Australian mixed martial artist. He's in the UFC and he is the current featherweight champion. He has the championship win, I believe, and then one defense. And so I went and looked up his cards, and they are really cheap. So let's break it down for you guys. We'll start with his next upcoming fight. So like I mentioned, he won the title, I believe, and then has had a one defense or two defenses since getting the title. He has an insane record with only one loss. He's either 29-1 or 22-1. I don't quite remember his record off the top of my head, but a very impressive mixed martial artist record and career. He's 32 years old, so actually right in the prime of his fighting career, I would say. Don't think he's taken too many big shots, so he still has a decent chin and is a very good fighter, known for a very high tempo, gasses people out and then beats them to submission. But anyways, he is on the rebranded UFC fight, Ultimate Fighter, I think it's called. Is it called the Ultimate Fighter? It's been on like a 3-year hiatus. They brought it back, and he is one of the coaches, along with the other team being fought by his opponent, Brian Ortega. So why does this matter? Well, right now I don't think very many people know about Alex Volkas. Alex, remember we're just going to call him Alex V. Not many people know about him. His cards are still really cheap, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to tune in to watch this new season of The Ultimate Fighter. It's usually a pretty popular show. I think people like seeing the fighters come up, and then I believe at the end they actually get a chance to fight in the UFC or something like that. But either way, there's going to be lots of coverage of him and Brian. It's going to be a really hyped up fight. He sort of, I don't know if it was a spoiler, if he was supposed to talk about it, but on the podcast he said that fight will be in September, which is approximately 6 months away, which all leads me to his card prices, because the demand seems that it is going to be going up as soon as the show comes out, and then leading up to the fight, the cards always build, and I think this could be the perfect storm with a big increase in demand. So let's jump over more to the supply side and current prices. I would say very cheap for what you're getting. Right now, these are buy it now OBO prices. So these are not sold prices. These are what you can actually go on eBay and buy the cards for. If I haven't bought them already, you can buy a, wait, back up. Before we get there, there's two rookie cards, 2019 Alex rookie cards. There is the Topps Knockout, which was sort of like the flagship lineup that year. But it is, so it's the Topps Knockout. There's only like 5 parallels, which I do like. If you watch that last video, you know I'm not a fan of the crazy things Prizm is doing. going absolutely ham on the parallels. It's too much. So here there's a limited number of parallels, which I like. And then the other set he's in is the Topps Chrome set, but he's only in it as an insert, not as a base card, which means there's only like 3 parallels. There's the regular card, the insert, and then there's the refractor version, which is unnumbered, and then there's like 1 out of 50, 1 out of 25, and or maybe 10, and then 1 out of like 1. So very limited rookie cards for Alex Volkanovski. I think I got it that time. With limited parallels, which are also really good. That is a low supply. So now let's talk, what prices can you get these cards for? They're crazy low, in my opinion. A Topps Knockout rookie card, 2019, green, numbered out of 149, you can pick up for $39 right now, OBO. What an absolute steal. If you want to go a little more rare than that, there is a blue out of 88 that you can pick up for $99 OBO. And if you are a big spender, there is a ruby 1 out of 8 Topps Knockout as well for $999 OBO, which I think even still is a good deal. You're literally buying a current UFC featherweight champion who only has 1 loss in his whole career, with a whole basically season of TV getting dedicated to him. I don't see how these cards don't appreciate in value. That being said, this is not investing advice. I'm not a financial expert. This is just my opinion, but it seems like these cards have the potential to do really well going forward. And then I wanted to also flip this video and talk about UFC Prizm and the absolutely insane prices that people are paying for those cards. It blows my mind. So we're going to keep going right off here with the Alex Volkanovski examples, because I just gave you the prices and I will bring those back up. But I said the ruby 1 out of 8 you can buy for $999. This is a rookie card with the Octagon rookie card stamp on it. Or you can buy a 2021 Prizm gold numbered out of 10, so there's 2 more, for $500. So it's half the price, but with 2 more copies available, and it's not a rookie card, and it's one of 20 different parallels. So then the next example I want to talk about is the Mojo out of 25. This one's not a great comparison, but I think it proves the point. You can buy the 2019 rookie card blue that we mentioned out of 88 for $99. So $100. It's OBO, so you can probably get it cheaper than that, but you can get that card for $100. Somebody paid $285 for a Mojo out of 25 non-rookie card Prizm, a Panini Prizm card. So there is about 4 times as many of the blues, but somebody also paid 3 times as much money. Is that worth it? It doesn't seem like it to me. Why would you pay almost $300 for a non-rookie card Mojo out of 25 when for a third of the price, for $100, you can get a true rookie card blue out of 88 when there's only like 5 different parallels available? Then the last example, and probably the most extreme that I want to bring up, is 2 cards with identical prices. The 2021 Alex Volkanovski orange out of 99 sold for $40. Right now you can go out and buy a 2019 true rookie card Topps Knockout green 1 out of 149 for $39. This is probably the biggest example for me. There's only 50 more cards, but it's a true rookie card. Maybe this is completely out of line. Maybe I've lost my mind, but it just seems to me like going forward, yes, the original first set of Prizm will probably be big, but I think you're absolutely kidding yourself if you think that the print run is even close to what 2017 Topps Knockout was. There's just not that many cards of the 2017 or of the 2019 out there. I'm guessing that there's a reason Topps gave up their licensing to the UFC. Yeah, they probably got outbid by Panini, but also clearly they weren't making a crazy amount of money, or they would have not let the license go. So that leads me to believe that in 2019 they probably didn't print a absolute monstrous amount of those cards. And if you're getting a colored parallel that's numbered, it doesn't matter how many they printed, because you know how many of that card they printed. Where on the other hand, you have Prizm that has absolutely printed a ton of cards they've completely watered down the parallel base so that, yes, parallels mean something. I'm not trying to take away from parallels, but when everybody's a superhero, nobody's a superhero. When every card is a parallel or a numbered card, does it matter as much? Especially in something like the UFC where the market's a lot smaller. Yeah, when you're talking big basketball players like Ja Morant or Zion Williamson or LaMelo Ball, yeah, the market can probably support having those 40 or 50 different parallels, and they're all going to hold good prices. But in UFC, where currently your market is much smaller, how many people are going to want to buy all of those Prizm parallels? I just don't think that in the long run they're going to be as desirable. And I can't think of an example where a equal numbered or maybe slightly higher numbered rookie card has ever sold for less than a later print non-rookie card equally numbered or slightly lower non-rookie card. Basically, it would be like if the I'm not going to have a good example, so I'm not even going to give one, but it just doesn't make sense to me why you would pay the same amount or more for a numbered non-rookie card when you get the rookie card incredibly cheap as well. I won't keep going on about this. I think I've hammered my point home, but it just seems kind of crazy to me. If you guys have some thoughts on this, maybe you can shed some light on something I'm missing, definitely leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. But to circle it back around, I think Alexander Volkanovski, I think he is a great buy right now. You have about 6 months, so I think his prices are going to go up leading up to the fight. And you have the exposed TV coverage of him being on the rebooted first season of The Ultimate Fighter as a coach. He seems to be pretty funny. He's pulling lots of pranks on Brian. So maybe a person that people will hate or people will love, similar to Conor McGregor, who is probably the most valuable fighter of all time, and who kind of sets the trends for all of the UFC card prices. So this was my thoughts. If you guys have any thoughts on Alexander, please leave them in the comments as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more UFC content like this. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.